Good morning, students. Welcome back and greetings of the day. Hope you all are doing well at home. Today we are going to start a new topic. As you all know that this is a topic from grammar book, subject and predicate. So what are subject and predicate? Subject and predicate are parts of sentence. Don't get confused with types of sentence, right? It's parts of a sentence, not types of sentence, right? It's parts of a sentence, right? So first of all, we will know what is a subject and then what is predicate. Every complete sentence has two parts, subject and predicate. The subject is the who or what the sentence is about. The predicate tells what the subject does. So we can say that a subject is a noun. It can be a person, place, thing or idea. It tells us who or what. The part of the sentence that contains the verb is called a predicate. So make sure that if we are talking about predicate, so there will be verb in it. So we can say that the part of the sentence that contains the verb, that is called the predicate. So here we have one example. I want a new car. Here you can see that I is the subject and want a new car is the predicate. Why I is the subject? Because I is the person we are talking about. And predicate is the part of sentence which tells what does the subject do or what does the subject want, right? So here we can see that I is the subject and want a new car is the predicate. Now let's move towards few more examples. First is Johnny opened the umbrella. Here Johnny is the subject because it is a person we are talking about. Opened the umbrella is the predicate. The first reason is because it is telling what did Johnny do. It is telling us what did Johnny do. And it contains, second reason is it contains the verb. What is verb here? Opened. Opened is the verb. So Johnny is the subject, opened the umbrella is the predicate. Second example is the umbrella was blue. The umbrella is the thing or the object we are talking about. Was blue is the predicate. You know why it's predicate? Because it is a part of sentence which is telling us how is the umbrella or it's telling us about the umbrella. Here was is the verb and blue is the color of that umbrella, right? It's telling us about how is the umbrella, how was the umbrella, right? So here you will think that how was can be a helping verb or a verb, because we usually take was is as helping verb, but here we have taken it as main verb. You know why? In case if there is no other, if there is was but no other verb except it in the sentence, so it will be taken as the main verb. Same happens in the case of is also and has also. If there is no other verb except these words like was, is, am, so we will take them as the main verb. Third example is he looked up. He is the subject, looked up is the predicate. Looked is the verb of the sentence and he is the subject, and looked up is the part of sentence which contains verb which is looked, right? So he is the subject, looked up is the predicate. The star is yellow. The star is the subject because here we are talking about the object which is a star. And how is it? It's yellow, and this part of sentence is yellow. It indicates or it tells us what or how is the star or what we are talking about the subject, right? So is yellow is the predicate. Next example is he is holding a star. He is the subject, he is the person we are talking about, is holding a star, is telling us, is that part of sentence which is telling us what is he doing. So he is holding a star, and he is a subject, is holding a star is a predicate. One more reason is there that this is a part of sentence. It contains, which contains the verb. Holding is the helping verb, and holding is the main verb here. Now we have to do one small exercise. Identify the subject and predicate in the following sentences. Hope you all understood the concept of subject and predicate. Now it's time to do one small exercise. So open your notebook and take out pencil in hand or pen in hand. So start doing this practice along with me. Let's do it. The first sentence is, the sun was shining brightly. So what is subject here? What are we talking about? The sun, right? The sun is the object we are talking about. Was shining brightly, it is that part of sentence which is telling us what was the sun doing, right? So it is the predicate, and moreover, was shining brightly is the part of the sentence which contains the verb which is shining. So the sun is the object, was shining brightly is the predicate. Let's move towards the next sentence. The pretty girl was wearing a blue frock. What is subject here? What are we talking about? We are talking about the pretty girl, right? So the pretty girl is the subject because it's the girl we are talking about. It's a person we are talking about. Was wearing a blue frock is the predicate. You know why? It's telling us about the subject. What was the pretty girl wearing? It's telling us that, or what was the pretty girl doing. So was wearing a blue frock is a predicate because it contains the verb also. Wearing is the verb, was is the helping verb here. Next example is, my mother and my aunt are trained classical dancer. What is subject here? Now don't get confused, as here we have a big subject. My mother and my aunt is the subject. You know why? Because here we are not talking just about the mother, we are talking about the aunt also. So my mother and my aunt is the subject, and are trained classical dancers is the predicate. Next example is, you don't have to wait for me. What is subject here? Subject is you. You is the person we are talking about. And the remaining part of this sentence, which contains verb, which is wait, is the predicate. You is the subject. Don't have to wait for me is the predicate. Next example is, a rich merchant was passing by the shoemaker's window. Here the rich merchant is the subject, was passing by the shoemaker's window is the predicate. A rich merchant is a person. Merchant is a person, or we can see that it's a person we are talking about. Was passing by the shoemaker's window is telling us what was the rich merchant doing. So it's predicate as it contains a verb also. So a rich merchant is the subject, was passing by the shoemaker's window is the predicate. Hope you all understood the concept of subject and predicate very well, and you enjoyed this